Welcome back to Sports Hop. It's your boy Mack B. I'm in the building, Super Bowl 57, Phoenix, Arizona. We have an amazing time. We're at a very special event. It's for HACE and the Hispanic Alliance. Javier Loya was kind enough to give us some of his time. Javier, let's talk about how did you get involved with HACE, and talk to me about that movement and how it resonates with you.
Well, thanks, Mack B, for having me on your show. HACE is a group. Basically, it's helping out minority kids and helping them, climb the corporate ladder. And so, the NFL and through some of the work I'm doing both in Houston and nationally reached out to me and said, "Hey, if you're going to be at Super Bowl week, this is a great organization. We're behind it. Would you mind going over there and sharing some of your story?"
That's outstanding, and it's important to give back to the community, particularly the Latino community, which does have a huge impact in the National Football League as well. Let's talk about the NFL. You're a minority owner with the Houston Texans. Talk to me about your relationship with the team, the new hire, DeMeco Ryans, former Texan coming in, defensive coordinator with the Niners, outstanding young guy. Talk to me about the new hire of DeMeco Ryans and your involvement. How did that come about with Houston?
Well, first of all, we're excited having DeMeco back. He's one of our own. We drafted him. He's coming back home. He married a Houstonian. He's building a house there, so it's re-energized the fan base. We're super excited. And frankly, he was the most talented coach out there. We found him. He came to us and wanted to be with us. So really excited about that. And my role, as an investor, as a limited partner in the Houston Texans, is obviously to advise ownership, to talk to Cal, who's running the team, Cal and Hannah, and share my feelings and my experience. But also a little bit further, I'm also serving on the NFL Diversity Committee. So as you know, one of the big things for our committee is to get more minorities, both from the front office, but ultimately at the head coaching level. And so I've been on that committee since Mr. Rooney, senior Mr. Rooney, Dan Rooney started that committee, and we've seen some change, but we still got a lot more to go. And so some of the things we're doing is basically creating incentives for teams to build up their minority coaches so that they grow through the pipeline and eventually get into positions like an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator to get hired. And in this case, we went and hired one of the best defensive coordinators, DeMeco Ryans, and it worked out great. It's worked out well for us, and it's going to work out well for San Francisco. They're going to get a draft pick, an extra draft pick for having a developed talent on their team. So all in all, it's a great win, not just for the Houston Texans, but also for the NFL.
And the Houston community, they're very passionate, very loyal, dedicated fans. Talk to me about Houstonians and the impact of DeMeco's hire and your involvement. How will that resonate with the community, or how has it?
Well, it already has. Texas, when you think Texas, you think football, especially in Houston. And so having DeMeco, a football player, lead our organization, who's one of our own, it can't only help what we're trying to do. And I think, from the fan base to someone who's an investor and also a fan, we're excited. We're excited about what we can do and tell the story about, hey, we're Houston Texans. You haven't seen the wins on the field yet, but you will. And tell our whole story. We're Houston's the most diverse city in the whole country. We're a majority minority city, predominantly Hispanic, but we also have 20% African American, 10% Asian American, so we're really diverse. And so I think having someone like DeMeco, the face of our team, is really important.
If you had one thing to say regarding your involvement with HACE, dime un mensaje por gente latino el mundo. Dime.
Es simple, sí se puede. Mira, yo llegué a un nivel a ser el minoritario dueño de un equipo de NFL. Yo de familias raíces, sí se puede. Hay que luchar, hay que educarse y hay que seguir adelante.
Un milagro, tú sabes, la vida es muy corta. Gracias, jefe.
Gracias a usted.